You have to be an intrepid traveler if you want to experience the golden age of culture in Korea. The journey will take you southeast of Seoul, across the Korean peninsula to the old capital city of Gyeongju. Here you'll find an open-air museum with royal tombs, the remains of palaces, the world's oldest observatory, and exquisite 6th century Buddhist temples hidden high in the forested mountains.
Gyeongju was the capital of one kingdom for 1,000 years. I don't think any other city in the world lasted more than 1,000 years as a capital of one country.
This powerful kingdom was the Shilla dynasty, and Gyeongju its capital until 918 AD. It was the golden age for Korean culture. And where better to start your journey than here in Bulguksa?
Okay, now we are in the Bulguksa temple, the temple of Buddha's land. Before we meet the Buddha in the Buddha's land, we have to go through this gate. And there are 4 devas. They are kind of guardian. They are guarding Buddhist temple and Buddhism from evil spirit.
Built on a series of stone terraces in the 6th century, Bulguksa is the crowning glory of Shilla temple architecture.
We are on the earthly world. So to meet the Buddha, we have to cross cloud. So one bridge name is Blue Cloud Bridge. The other one is called the White Cloud Bridge.
So this is part of our spiritual attainment within the temple, is that the idea?
Yes.
The superb craftsmanship uses a combination of bridges, sculptured steps, hewn and natural river stones, integrated with the steep slope of the mountain to elevate you to each of the individual temples. Every step of the way has some spiritual significance.
Even this Bulguksa temple started as a small hermitage. In the later 8th century, it became like this big Buddhist temple.
When restoring the buildings, Buddhism philosophies were found housed in the pagoda of Taputap, and the oldest wooden block print in the Buddhist scriptures here in the Sokatap. Inside this temple is a golden statue of Sakyamuni, the founder of Buddhism. But if you want to see the most impressive statue of the Sakyamuni Buddha, you'll have to travel high up in the mountains above Bulguksa and then climb the final stage to the Sokaram Grotto, where a seated image of the Buddha looks out over the spectacular landscape towards the distant East Sea. Constructed in the mid-8th century out of huge blocks of granite, it's considered to be one of the greatest works of Buddhist art in the whole of Northeast Asia. Major attractions in Gyeongju, however, are the royal tombs, the museum without walls. Tumuli Park is located in the heart of Gyeongju City and contains 20 tombs of the Shilla monarchs and members of their families. Wooden coffins were first covered in stones and then the whole encased in earthen mounds. Many of the artifacts that were excavated from the tomb of the Heavenly Horse can be seen here at the National Museum. Outside the museum hangs the Emil bell, one of the largest and most beautifully resonant Buddhist bells ever made in Asia.
Yeah, every Buddhist temple has 4 Buddhist things. So it can be drum, it can be this kind of bell, it can be a fish-shaped instrument, it can be gong with a cloud shape. Actually, Buddhist monk, they get up 3 a.m. and at 3:30 they have a morning ceremony. So before morning ceremony, they make sound with the 4 Buddhist things. And drum is for creatures which lives on the earth, and fish is for creatures which lives under the water, and gong with the cloud shape is for creatures which lives in the air, and this bell is for tree, air, even animal or evil lives in hell, to wake them up spiritually.
Not far from Tumuli Park, you can visit Cheomsongda, the world's earliest known existing observatory, a 7th century bottle-shaped stone structure. And there's still one more place to visit before leaving the region, the Temple of Tongdosa.
Especially the people visit to Tongdosa because Tongdosa has the real sari of Sakyamuni, a founder of Buddhism.
When Sakyamuni died, his ashes were distributed among his followers and enshrined in the beautifully sculptured stone gardens of Buddhist temples. Reputedly, some of those ashes lie here. There are 42 buildings in the main temple complex and 13 hermitages scattered over the mountains. The monk guides will tell you that the work of restoration and painting is ongoing and difficult, since the formulas for making the old colors have been lost in time. There are a number of hotels located on the shore of Pomen Lake, an ideal base for visiting Gyeongju. And if you're looking for a break from the golden age of culture, you'll find golf courses and trails for walking and cycling. You can fly from Seoul, the gateway and capital of Korea, to either Ulsan or Busan, and then drive to Gyeongju. For more information, visit our website on topoftheworld.net.